I just installed the Rival half doors, the suicide doors for my 2019 Polaris Ranger 900 XP. And there are not any videos on this except one, and it was a different model than mine. And I thought I'd throw a video out there because I just installed them last night and it's fresh in my mind. I had the original nets on that I took off, and here's how I did it. Also, you can see this is the piece you put on with the hinge. It's got a nice gap. Overall, I like them. I haven't really driven with them yet, so we'll see how they hold up. One thing is every one of these bolts was loose, so make sure you tighten them. Here's how the door release works. There's a thing right here. It catches on a pin right there. Pretty easy. I think it'll be tougher for my kids to get in and out. And this is just held by a nut on that side and a nut on that side. And you'll want to use your original bolts, but you can't because they're too long. So these smaller, wimpier ones that come with it are the ones you have to use. Here's the way the latch works. Looks, I mean. And what I had to do was I kept this bolt out when I took the net out. I removed this bolt and popped this thing out. Took this bolt out. It's easier with the box up. And then that thing. And then this popped off. And then you're able to kind of pull this out loose enough. Make sure when you put this back together, you get this bottom in. I don't even think I have it in right, but I got it all together, and this was sticking way out. It's kind of tricky how it pops in there if you don't have everything off and loose. Then what was here was the bar that comes out, and all the hardware stays with the stuff you take out. So I just taped it on it and packed it away. Then you on this side, there's a clamp that connects to this little plastic piece that you pull out here. You just have to unscrew that screw to release this. On the other side, it just pushes in, so that's not there. And then there is a bracket for the lower mount that you can kind of see the back side of it here. The one other video that is out there, the guys had to remove the bolt that holds the roll cage on. I didn't have to do that on my model. There's a few holes and it just bolted right up. So then it comes with some extra washers and some shims, which I had to use. And what I found is when I did one side and I got it perfect, I just used the exact same amount of shims and washers on the other side, and it went in nice and easy. The washers are for this thing. This is one element that can screw up how things align. This is the thing that holds the door open, and kind of it goes in like this. And then see how this bolt right here could hit this. This can all hit, or when it closes, it comes into contact, and it can prevent the door from closing all the way. So I had to put 2 washers in on mine. Again, this is the 2019 model. Let's see if I can show you. To get it to close like that. I mean, it flexes, there's a lot of slop, but I didn't like it without the shims. Then also, my door was sagging down. Let's focus here. It was wanting to tip down, and so I had to raise it up and tip it back. And so what I had to do there was these bolts. I had to push the bracket up, and then there's a bolt that's behind this thing here, right here. You can see it. I needed 1 shim. A couple things I didn't like is this washer on this bolt is too small, and it was pulling through the hole before I put the shim on. So I think a bigger washer if you don't use the shim. So the shim sort of acts as a washer. So kind of fixed it. Same goes for these bolts up here. I think those washers are really small. I think they should be bigger. What I really don't like is this thing all gets messed up with the seat belt. I mean, if you put it here, then when this thing closes, this hits it. Like you can see it. So I guess the solution is just try to keep your seatbelt tucked away like that. And you might say, well, I don't wear my seatbelt. Well, I have kids, and they do wear their seatbelt. So you have to kind of figure that part out. I wish there was more of a guide or something here to protect the seatbelt. Other than that, it's pretty solid. Like, I'm surprised how it closes like that. There's a little bit of wobble, it seems, you know, on the bottom, but I mean, overall, see, I really messed with the latch. It took a while to kind of figure it out. And that's, maybe it's easier to show the other side. It was unclear if I had it right or not. And what I found out is, if you work with doors on cars and stuff, you'll know, but even, you know, I didn't know. This thing has to be low enough so that it closes all the way like this. If you don't have, if you have that strike thing, if you have it too high, this white piece won't come in and latch all the way. It also, when I had it kind of almost close but not quite, I could latch it once, and then I could push harder, and then it would go in all the way and latch a second time. But this is the way to do it. So that's it. But overall, they're good and solid. And I think for the money, not bad.